Hey, so this took me a really long time to press record. Not too long ago, I was in a really dark place because I spent so much of my life running from who I was or who I thought I was, running from my past mistakes, running from the reality of my bad choices, or I thought they were good in the time. Just spent so much time running, and I was drinking and doing whatever I could that was pleasurable and fun, and I ran from so much of everything. Ultimately, that is going to catch up to you. Whatever decisions you're making now, whatever bad choices, or if you're not doing the right things and not being healthy, all of those things will catch up to you eventually. At rock bottom, I found that there was another layer to rock bottom, which is quite surprising and not super exciting to find out. Here are a couple things that I learned after hitting rock bottom and finding my way out of it. The first thing that I figured out is everybody takes their own amount of time to get through whatever it is they're going through. So if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling anxious, just know that you're going to find your way out of it in your own time. There's so much pressure to figure things out immediately. Get the answers, find the knowledge. There's so much information. Watch some videos, read some books, and then you just expect to pop out of it. And unfortunately, at least in my experience, it doesn't work that way. It might take months. It might take years. But just remember that each day you're making a little bit of progress. The tough experience, the breakup that you're going through, the loss of a job, the loss of a loved one, whatever it is that you're experiencing, know that it is making you stronger. As hard as that is to believe, that someday you'll look back and be thankful that the difficult thing happened or that you had to go through the hard part to make you stronger. It's hard to see when you're in it, but ultimately that is what will happen. We are all going through something. Everybody everywhere is going through something, and you just don't know what the other person is struggling with. So be kind. If you share your story, if you talk to somebody, you'll be surprised that they might also be going through something difficult, and they can share some advice or some wisdom to help you through it. The big takeaway really is that there is no hurry through it all. As quick as you want it to get through to the other side and figure out a solution for whatever it is, just remember that it's going to happen in its own time and in its own way, as long as you kind of keep moving forward slowly and making the right decisions and the right choices a little bit at a time. One of the other things I figured out going through this really dark place is that you're going to have to fall in love with yourself. That sounds a little bit weird, but it's true. You have to fall in love with doing the right things that are right for you. As soon as you can do what makes you feel better, eating healthy, exercising, getting outside, all of these little things that make you feel better will start to make you love yourself. And that can also be dangerous because you'll want to seclude yourself a little bit, and you'll actually start to see all the negativity and the toxic people, and you might have to push some people away, and you might have to not return to those old friendships or those old people, and that's okay. It's difficult to shed some of those layers and some of that past, but you're going to have to do that if you want to grow. You have to remember to get back out into the world. Don't stay secluded forever. Just remember that it's going to happen in its own time. So whatever it is, just remember that if you're going through something right now, it's going to be okay. Life is suffering. It's going to be difficult at some point, but remember, one of the most important things is that this too shall pass. It goes in waves. That was a powerful thing for me to remember, especially in many difficult times or when life is changing, remember it's a wave. It will pass eventually, and it might come on really, really strong, the sadness or the regret or a feeling or a powerful emotion that you want to kind of suppress, but don't suppress it. Feel it, let it happen, and just ride the wave. And then that'll pass.